Hey guys, it's Mistress Nightmare here. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a bit off today. I have recently gotten sick for the past few days and I'm slowly getting better. But today we'll be reading chapter 5 of Free Me, a Ben Drowned Love Story. Before we get started, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe to this channel if you guys want more creepypasta fanfictions out there. Until then, let's get started. It took every ounce of my willpower in my body not to throw the cell phone across the room. I glanced up at my parents, who were observing observing me with exact detail. They had no idea what they just did. I couldn't tell them. Thank you so much. I faked grin. Hide it. They can't know about this. I looked down at my cell phone in my hands. The words were gone. 3 hours later, I had just gotten home from the hospital. As soon as my dad unlocked the door, I sprinted up the stairs to my bedroom, where my laptop was sitting on my desk, closed and turned off. I had to get rid of the thing, but if my parents noticed it was no longer in the house, that would be a smart move of complaints. I walked over to my desk and picked up the laptop cautiously. I looked for a place to hide it. Under the bed? I slid the laptop underneath the bed quickly, out of sight, out of mind. I looked down at my cell phone in my hoodie pocket. Now, this was a different story. What am I going to do with this? As on cue, the phone vibrated. Sweat began to form on my forehead as I reached down into my pocket and picked it up. A memo document was open. It was written in red letters. Take me everywhere where you go. Is he serious? I didn't expect... Did he expect me to carry the cell phone all around? With him in it? I tapped the screen and angrily typed, like hell I will. There was no response. There was no way I was going to walk around with this restricting of him to contact me around mentioning appeared. Maybe you don't understand. I could hear a strange cough. It was my mom. Mom? I ran in panic, running downstairs towards the sound of her gasping. She was in the kitchen, clutching her chest. My father was holding her. Mom, what's wrong? I asked, kneeling down beside her. My heart and my chest, it hurts, she wheezed. Was she having a heart attack? My eyes widened at the phone and in my hand it vibrated. I shook as I read the message on the screen. You will take this phone wherever you go or your parents are dead, starting with your mother. My head spun. He did this. I quickly typed a response. Fine, just stop doing this. At the moment my mom calmed her breathing, she breathed a sigh of relief and slowly stood up. Phew, that was strange. The pain is gone. It must have been a false alarm. My father shook his head. It doesn't matter. I'm taking you to the doctor this minute. He said sternly. He turned to me. Will you be okay by yourself? I was about to insist that he take me with him, but I remembered. Either way, if I didn't keep my phone with me at all times, he'll hurt them. I shook my head. I'll be fine. Just take care of Mom. My father nodded and led my mom out the door. As soon as the door was closed, a message popped up. Smart choice. I could feel hands on my shoulders. I froze. It was him. Why won't you just leave me alone? I whispered. Because it's so much fun playing with you. I'm intrigued by you. Instead of giving in to me, you're willing to go to the drastic lengths to deny me. Hence your wrist. But you could always set me free, and I'll leave you alone. It's that simple. He whispered in my ear. His voice sounded so human. It was scary. You said that before. How can I do that? I asked cautiously. Nothing really much, but you have to do this. Is give me a drop of your blood, and then I'll be able to take a physical form. That's it? Is that just simple? Why didn't you just take my blood? I'm nothing to you. When it comes to defense, apparently. Ben sighed as he stepped in front of me. He looked the same, green tunic, piercing red eyes. Despite his odd appearance, I must admit he was attractive. That's impossible. Unfortunately, for things to work out, you have to give me your blood willingly. I cannot force you. He sounded so irritated by that fact. I was the only person that could free him, but he had no control over the matter. Then I realized I had the upper hand. I grinned, which would be more pleasing to you in the end, of torturing me or being free. Being free, of course. Do you know how much it sucks not be able to walk around freely? I can only go where you go. One word is it to you that has me on a leash. His voice suddenly dropped in a demonic growl. I want out. I flinched from his sudden outburst, but quickly composed myself and an idea hit me. So, I don't want to be tortured, and you want to be free, right? Ben leaned forward eagerly to hear what you have to say. Or what I have to say. I'm listening. I'll give you a chance to convince me. To give you my blood willingly. The worse you treat me, then the less I will be able to give you. I grinned. Ben was taken aback, and then he chuckled. You do realize that I could kill you at any moment. But you'll never be free. You're smarter than I thought. At least you hope you could keep up. Before I could say or I could rejoice, he held up a finger. Make no mistake, Elizabeth. We still play by my rules.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. I'm glad. If you want more Ben Drowned love stories, check out the playlist that will be popping up soon. Also, if you want any more fanfictions narrations, please check out my other channel, Reading with Blade, which has multiple fanfictions up already. If you are interested in the yaoi experience, check out Tyler O'Connell's channel if you want to go there. But note that channel is only 18 and up. I've been listening to Tyler's stories and I'm addicted to them. Until then, bye guys!